Jean-Baptiste.
This is Austin Barber. We're in this band Saviours. We're like a just old style traditional classic metal band. Been around since 2004. Put out a bunch of records, toured all over the place, and yeah, I don't know.
We'll continue to.
We will continue to do so. I've toured in bands my whole adult life, you know, and been in a bunch of different situations, a bunch of different bands, and like, I don't know, at a certain point you kind of realize what's what and what's good and like what's not and what you like and what you don't, and I don't know. You just kind of like, you hammer out your vision, man. You know, I think one of the things about like all those old bands like, you know, like Motorhead, Thin Lizzy, and Maiden is that, you know, they all like, first of all, they wrote like these killer songs. It's like, you know, it's not like this collection of like riffs and like just slammed together, you know, like they're songs. They're like full arranged compositions. They're killer. Like Motorhead songs are like, you know, they're like pop classics. You know, they're pop songs. Essentially, you know, they're just delivered in a way that's not poppy. But I don't know. You know, the other thing I like about those bands is that, you know, that was like the last era of when bands had like any kind of mystique. You know, like when they weren't like twittering their like bowel movements or whatever.
I feel like I'm the last decent generation of fucking people growing up in the world, because I had to search for things when I was a kid. I think anyone like in their early 20s now is just kind of screwed because everything's at their fingertips. There's no hunt. Like the thrill of the chase is gone from music or anything artistic or creative is out the door, because they can go on the internet and be like, oh yeah, I want to be a crusty punk. Cool, dude. These are the patches I got to get, and there's where I put my studs. Right on.
Yeah.
My brother played in a bunch of like punk bands in like the late 80s and early 90s, and I grew up going to see him. He took me to see Neurosis when I was 12 years old. That changed everything. We grew up like looking up to Max Schaff as like the dude in our music video, like skateboarding. We're like, dude, that guy's the raddest. He was the shreddingest skateboarder when I was a kid, dude, you know? And we became friends just through like, you know, him being friends with like mutual people in Oakland. You know, I don't know, I think the main reason I live here is because there's so many good folks that live here and like awesome creative people, you know?
I play drums in the band, but like I play guitar like 90% more than I play, or how many, 9 times more? Yeah. Nine times more than I play. I play drums, I play guitar. I have this practice amp that's on for 24 hours a day, and I have these different guitars I play, and each one's like a kind of like a different like paintbrush or something like that, where like you play a certain riff on a different guitar, and then you like force yourself to play this other guitar, and it's a weird feeling guitar, but all of a sudden you play the riff differently, and then like another riff comes from that, you know, and then you go back to the other guitar and you play the two things, and then you go back and forth, and like I don't know, you just like you have to mess with it and smoke a lot of weed, or just, you know, I spend a lot of time just like playing guitar and like by myself and just recording it, and I don't know, some shit comes fast, some comes slow. You know, I think that we're at a point now where like we're just like, you know, like so much damage has been done on so many levels to the earth that like this like socially, environmentally, like just like the whole thing is like it's just kind of over, man.
We're trying to make it better, dude, with our music.
Yes.
I'm trying to make it the world more tolerable through like doing this and like going out and trying to make people happy every night playing this music, you know?
That's true. That's fun to do. I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what keeps me sane and happy, man. I think if I wasn't like bringing some amount of joy and like, I don't know, there's also a certain amount of like angst, and like it's like a whole big composite that we try to bring with like the tunes, man, I guess, right? Like make people angry and stoked and want to punch each other, but like really happy at the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say that's your vibe right there. We learned that when we do interviews with lights on us, we don't have sunglasses on, we just clam up and we're just like, and we learned if we wear sunglasses with the lights on you, like it makes you look like a jackass, but at least I can talk. It's true.